Hello and welcome to the Social Network. And yet again, today we saw Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi speaking to NRIs in America across 18 cities, talking Gujarat, talking development, and of course, also talking, as Salman Khushi puts it, foreign policy. And so on the Social Network, we ask, Modi dials NRIs again. Is the industry using Narendra Modi? You can tweet us live, our Twitter handle on your screens @TSN on NDTV. Joining us on the show, we've got Sambit Patra, who is from the Delhi BJP, and we're also joined by Professor Atul Sood, who has written several essays on the trajectory of development in Gujarat. And we'll also be joined by Narayan in just a bit, who joins us from America, and we'll also be joined by Joydas from Mumbai. Sambit, everybody wants to know, why is Narendra Modi talking to NRIs in America again and again? Why?
As far as today's event is concerned, as far as I know, it's Gujarat Day today. It's but natural to begin your day with the people in other parts of the world, the Gujaratis in other parts of the world who are nostalgic. It's but natural.
But why is it but natural? It's not just Gujaratis in 18 cities. Is it just Gujaratis?
No, he is the Gujarat's Chief Minister. Today is Gujarat Day, and it is but natural. That is why the Chief Minister of the state addresses the Gujaratis all across the globe, particularly in America, where they have a very strong presence, and they're nostalgic about Gujarat today.
Oh, they're nostalgic about Gujarat. Let's bring in Narayan Lakshman, who's the Washington correspondent for The Hindu, to tell us whether this is natural. Narayan, Sambit here from the Delhi BJP saying that it's the Gujaratis in America are nostalgic, and hence this is completely in the ordinary. But what do you make of it?
Well, I don't think it's completely in the ordinary, in the sense that this is definitely, to some extent, about 2014, and Mr. Modi possibly projecting himself as a prime ministerial candidate. And as part of that, or the build-up to that, you have a very large number of, lobby groups, for want of a better word, which are pushing for Mr. Modi to get a visa, which are pushing for his international rehabilitation, in a sense. And they have succeeded already in countries like the UK and Sweden. But it is in the US that there is still an equally strong lobby, which is, you could call it liberal, which is very worried about his human rights record, or his involvement, in a sense, in what happened in 2002.
Okay, let me throw that out to Professor Atul Sood. Professor, just want to quickly read out one tweet that Swati Sarkar has tweeted, saying, each and every move of a leader of stature need not be directed towards acquisition of votes. He is no leader, then only a vote gatherer. Do you agree with the fact, with obviously what Sambit is saying and what Swati is saying, that he is just merely celebrating Gujarat Day with nostalgic Gujarati NRIs in America?
No, I would say that yes, he's using this opportunity, but this is a larger process that has been on for a couple of years now, where this aggregate achievements of Gujarat supposedly are being projected so that Gujarat's development experience does not go through a micro scrutiny. I mean, because if you look at the details of achievements of Gujarat's development, apart from growth, actually what this growth has done, it hasn't achieved too well as far as the poor, the marginalized, men, women are concerned across the board. I mean, in terms of employment, in terms of wages, in terms of poverty, in terms of inequality, the achievements of Gujarat based on the evaluation of Gujarat's performance from Gujarat's government's own data are not very impressive at all. On education and health, it is part of the aggregate discourse of how Gujarat hasn't done. In fact, Gujarat's relative ranking has come down on all these parameters. So it's quite surprising that in general, when we are talking to NRIs, or when we are not looking at the details of the achievement of Gujarat model, we are talking about Gujarat's great achievement, but actually in details, if you look at, the achievements aren't that impressive.
In fact, Professor, that's the development statistics are also all over online, and Joydas joins us from Mumbai as well. Joydas, you've been watching how the online chatter is not just about debunking many of the development statistics that are put out, not just by Narendra Modi, but also there are people who are saying that, it's not just about the development statistics and selling the Gujarat development model outside, but it's also the fact that he is also one of the only few politicians who's actually reaching out to the Indian diaspora.
Well, what I would say that it is not about the Gujarat growth story, it is about 2014. It is entirely a PR exercise. It has nothing to do with Narendra Modi is using every opportunity that is available to reach out to as many people as possible and trying to build his acceptability.
Okay.
So reaching out to the NRIs on a Gujarat day. I mean, there is no reason why one should address the NRIs, because they are not the only Gujaratis. It is full of other people also. There are Punjabis, there are Bengalis, there are South Indians. So it doesn't make sense that it was entirely a political move.
Yeah.
Just to, it's a kind of a PR exercise, just trying to build his acceptability.